Well, hello, and welcome everybody. Welcome back to Rise to Ruins, episode 3. So we can see that we've completed our initial goal of surviving 3 days. We have done that. We are the best, apparently. We still have a bunch of other goals to unlock, and we have a 743 God influence, God experience. There we go. So let's go ahead and rock and roll here. We have 19 total villagers, while there are 5 monsters on the map. All right, try to create choke points. That is exactly what I think we are going to work on today. We are going to work on getting our influence spread out. So let me minimize this, because as of right now, we can see that we don't quite cover this. I'd like to get our influence out to about here, so that way we could grab these here. So the first thing I want to do is I want to reclaim this. We'll have our 3 humble workers work on this, and that shouldn't be too long. We do have our refinery, crystals, yeah, refined crystals, so we should be able to make that fairly quickly. These are being worked on, our homes and our clucker coop. So I do want to essentially dig out this entire forest. This entire forest is going to be, we're going to deforest it. It's going to be pretty much gone. And what that'll do is that'll give us some more land to expand over here, build some homes and stuff for us. I want to start creating some walls here. Now the walls, we do have a variety of walls. We have curtain walls, which are stone, or cut stone rather, stone walls, which are stone, trash cube walls, fence walls, crystal walls. Is that it? Oh, I thought we had more. And then with gates, we have the same. We have gates east, west, north, south. So we're really not going to make gates up here. We're going to create a maze. And in that maze, we're going to have, let's go to defenses. We're going to have tower defenses in here. I really like the elemental bolt towers and the elemental towers. Phantom dart towers. So everything takes energy. Everything takes energy to create. So what we're going to do is we need to go into magic first and get a place for that energy. So we want an essence collector. Desirability is -1. They don't really like having that around, but we can kind of hide it a bit, so it's not a big deal. We'll put that one down there. It is going to take quite a bit of refined materials to manufacture. That's okay. We can see we've already got our refined crystal up here. And we just need 6 wood. So I think I'm going to grab that wood from them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Missed. 4, 5. And then 6. So they should just build this now. They have all the materials there. We got our farm, so we should have, I know we got a lot of projects going on, so I am gonna cool it for a minute in terms of what they need done, because we also need a bowyer to rearm the bow towers. Do my sweep, but more importantly, I'm gonna go to the radiance pool to refill our influence or mana. All right, so this is telling us that, yep, we're gonna need a bowyer or a rock tumbler to make sure that we can keep that armed. See, our corruption is growing. They are mining out and cutting down trees and doing all the things that we are doing. They're just doing it very evilly. All right, so we can see the range on these bow towers too, so that's kind of cool. Working on the essence collector. We're probably going to need 2 or 3 of the essence collectors. But let's go into, I think it's manufacturing. It is manufacturing. I have no qualms putting this fairly close to our lumber mill and our lumber shack and all that stuff. So it will be close to everything. You can see that we are working on food down here. We actually have, looks like a surplus of food. It is a surplus of food. That's fantastic. So the way that the nomads work is it's essentially it's RNG based, but the more homes you have, the more defenses you have, and the more desirability you have, increase the chance of the nomads coming in. So that's why we were talking about the desirability of buildings previously. And now that we're getting some defenses, hopefully we'll have more nomads joining us. We do have 15 of 19 homes, but we do have this one being built here. Let's help them out here. Just drop off as much wood as we can. Shout out to my friend Bobby Duke's art. I really like his videos. He calls wood weed. So therefore, my wife and I have been calling it that for a long time. I do enjoy messing around with carpentry stuff in my spare time. So wood has stuck around. All right, that is a pretty decent amount of mana. Let's continue helping these guys out. Once we get some more people in here and we have more influence and more mana, we will be able to cast some other spells that will get resources rather quickly, which is always nice, always nice. And I'm gonna hold off on getting more mana or getting more resources for them, because we can see we've already drained that radiance pool. I think we're going to drain this one as well. That one's drained as well. I think those were the only 2 wild radiance pools on the map. Just checking, just verifying. Yeah, that does seem to be... Oh, it is. It's alright, we got our golem here doing work. Bless his heart, working so hard for so little. You guys all amazed by the treasure chest here? Oh, you're the kid. Oh. Wait a minute. Your name is Zoidberg. Interesting. Very interesting. We have 3 of 6 homes there. Whoa. Well, that's not good. Is damage. Yeah, we gotta build a repair shop. That was not a great. Did our farm just completely go up? That's not great. All right, well, let's rebuild. We have the technology. Yeah, our farm just went up in smoke, man. Not the goods. Get this built first, and then after this, get our clucker coop built. And then we do have refined crystals. We have quite a bit of refined crystals. They are building, all right, sweet. They're coming down here with this. Awesome. So that's half of what we need there for the stone. And this should be done in just a moment. The reason it doesn't say 19 of 19 is because we do have some people living in the Ranger's Lodge. Once we get things like the clucker coop built and then the farm and stuff like that, the Rangers will actually go around and you guys working on this? Okay, you are. We'll actually have people go around. The Rangers will go around and get cluckers from the map and get animals and stuff like that, like they've been doing for our animal pen here. Awesome. So we do have this built now. So our capacity has increased from 19 to 22. Once we have these kids grow up, we'll have extra hands on deck as well. You doing, doggo? Chewy. That's the name of my brother's dog. All right, this is bottom. Let's put that as third. So this should be second. That's still first. Let's go into our housing. Everything that we don't have built, I'm going to jump towards the top. All right, so I want the clucker coop first, then the essence collector. Farm will be after the bowyer. Bringing water to the land. We're going to move some people around. We will take, we will obviously put people back on here when we need them. But as of right now, we can see that we have 30 boards. We don't have anything that requires boards. We always want a bottler, watermaster, cook, and a farmer, because that is our food and water needs. So those are super important. Go, dog, go. Build all this stuff. You are just cutting away. Oh, Glenn and Renee. Renee Zellweger. They have mated. Let it be known. Does this have any? It doesn't have any ammo in there. Well, couldn't think of the word. Maybe we should manufacture. Well, we've got the golem on it. We'll just help out as well. Not enough influence. Alright, so it is evening. That means it's going to be dusk, and then we will have monsters getting restless. It's a shame we don't have just enough, just a bit more mana Otherwise, we would be able to keep a labor golem out and a hola golem. You can have people working up here. Where is our golem anyway? Over here delivering stuff, as golems do. Okay, so we did build the essence collector, and what that will do is it will actually take random essence or random mana that's around on the map, and it'll store it for use in the village. So things like combobulators, like this guy down here, uses mana or essence to work. So we got the graveyard out here, so we can see the corruption actually expanding, which is not the most ideal thing to happen. But we will continue. We'll push it back. We got some doggos doing doggo things. And I am going to dispel the golem now. They've done their good deed. And with that, I'll summon the holy golem. I was hoping that I would be able to grab one of these guys that were off the corruption. Just yoink them. No one's coming off the corruption quite yet. Because what you can do is you can take them and just toss them right into the Colas gate. And they die. As you would expect. But they also provide a bit of mana, which is always nice. So we can see here that we have 110, 15 out of 300 here. So that's not too bad. It also increased the build range a bit. Not far enough though. But I think we are going to need to upgrade this, but that's going to be not a major priority quite yet. Because we are going to need someone to be a bowyer. Manufacture the ammo here. I don't know who we're going to have. Still pretty good on boards. We do have a good amount of wood, so we'll continue working on that. Nice. Let's go ahead and get this. Let's get some ammo. Get some Fletchers in here. Honestly, we just need people. We are growing at a great rate, but we're not acquiring the people to maintain our village. All right. So if I take one of these guys and I just yoink them up, so I now have them in my hand. Just drop them in the Colas gate. No big deal. Let's see, we are using crystals to get mana. I actually yoinked a bit of that mana. You can see that we have purified crystals that are stored or refined crystals that are stored to continuously generate the mana that we need. Which is not necessarily a bad thing, because what that does is that will allow me to yoink mana out of there if I need it. And we still don't have any bolts, but we can see that we are making them here. We have 3 here. We just don't have any here. Somebody will take and grab those. What did you bring over there? Oh, that's right. You brought stuff for quivers and arrows, which isn't a bad thing. That's definitely something we could utilize here. Go ahead and help people out here. These the little metallic dings of the corpse turning into essence or mana influence. And there we go. And we got people bringing it up and over. The Fletcher's the guy that brings it up and over. Just go ahead and drop these in here. We can see that the bow tower is now armed. So we are good to go there. We'll continue working on this. Harriet Smith, don't die. We can see the bow tower just doing bow tower things along with everything else we got. Oh, that was a big miss. You okay? What happened to you? Blighted and going home. I understand, buddy. Alright, so we are working on the farm next, which is pretty rad. We'll also be working on Plucker Coop. We got the animal pen here. Closing. Let's take some of these. I can yoink this man up here. It's not a lot, but it's enough. All right. So this should be built here in just a second as well. The forge we don't really need, but might be good to start building it. All right, so trash is a tricky one. I haven't figured out exactly how to work trash. I do know that with a landfill, we could get that with, we can find that with a processor, and then we could process the trash. So like we have things like this, right? Woody trash. So you could process that and possibly get some wood out of it. You have rocky trash for rocks, trashy trash. I don't think we can get anything out of that. And then crystal trash. I think we have crystal trash. Okay. Hey, we built our first farm. You assign workers. Yeah. And it should already have a farmer. It does. So the farmer is actually going to take care of quite a few things. They'll take care of farming. They'll take care of animals, pluckers, anything that has to do with animals, farming, stuff like that. They will take care of. Trashy trash. So I know it seems like it's a bit much with only one farmer and all of those jobs, but they will be fine. Eventually we'll have 2 farmers, but right now it's going to be the way it is. All right, so let's start cleaning up our village. Put our landfill there, and then our processor. Oh, remember when I was like, hey, we need to upgrade our settlement? Guess it's time. And I'm going to put this at the top. It's our main priority. Looks like there's been some fighting. Yoink. Just throw you down there, no big deal. And I did that for two reasons. First, because there's some extra mana up here, because I just popped a body. And why have our guys take extra damage if they don't need to? So we are over halfway done with the nighttime, which is okay. We still got tons of resources for our people, so I'm pretty happy with that. We don't have many raw veggies, but that's what this is for. Once our farmer decides to start working on this, we can get that going. And you know, it may take a minute. It's okay. Got more rocks or crystals. Where are we sending the crystals? Oh, into storage here. That makes sense. Well, look who we have here, Mr. Slime. You were just sneaking right on in. Allow me to help you. I don't have that set to harvest. I want to make sure all the crystals are harvestable up here. We'll do the same down here. And then for the forest, we are going to end up just cutting out a big chunk here for more places where we can live. We might relocate some of the stuff up here. Some fighting going on. It's pretty good. Got this going. Working on this. It's perfect. I'm gonna do a sweep to see if we can find a key or anything. No dice? No dice. That's okay. So with the Pulse gates, if we... Hey, we did it. If we continue to just toss stuff in there nonchalant, you know, however we want, we will actually overload it. Hey, Shuri Johnson's been born. Good on you, guys. Doing baby things. Right. More rain. We did establish that this is a very rainy environment, which, you know, it's okay. It's okay. All right, so people just need to build this now, which is good. Stop panicking. The rocks you saw were going to where you needed them. Freaking out, man. All right, people are going in there to start building now. They are working here. Good for you, John. Do all your thing. and Lydia. We got someone sleeping. One of our builders sleeping. Understandable. They've been working very hard. So we should have our rangers now going out at some point to grab some cluckers. They might wait for morning or midday. We're still good on boards, so I don't have to allocate anybody to cutting boards. And we'll be able to see, I think we'll be able to see this pop out in a couple spaces. As soon as somebody builds it, there we go. Just a bit, not a ton, just a bit. But what it will do is allow us to put our processor down here. And then there's also the golems here, which we'll be able to use our essence collector to make some golems to have them make trash cubes that we could work on. But I think we'll just leave it at that for now, and I'm gonna help these guys deliver. Not enough influence. Since it is morning, take as much as we can from wherever we can get it. It's not a ton. There we go. So they're building that. They're working on that. So talk to me about corruption. And how corruption is bad. We don't like it. It's spreading fairly rapidly too. Not a good thing. So you got some graveyards, smaller graveyards, phantom darts. So they have their defenses that are getting set up in various locations. Come on, Nomads, you really want to live here. Look at all the defenses we have. We have so many defenses. We have so many available housing, you guys. We've got jobs. We're basically the best village you could ever want. So our farm should start planting stuff shortly. You can see him getting water for his farm. Did they start planting already? Just like that, the rain stops. Oh, nice band of nomads. I don't know where they came in at. That was super awesome. There we go. There's 4 of them too. That's really awesome. Gotta be careful with the corruption here. Do not like that. Oh, are we gonna be able to beat them? I'll yoink them. There we go. What's going on up here? Oh, the butcher. Butcher shows that like my people are getting beat up. It's not true. Tom, get out of there, man. Go get the clucker and leave. I'd like to cut a path through here, but at the same time, I don't want to do that because that would open it up for the corruption coming through, obviously. Don't want the corruption coming through. So it looks like all the wild cluckers are over here. Sweet. Nice. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take a clucker as well. And I'm going to throw it in the clucker pen. So hopefully what'll happen here is that our hunters don't have to go through the corruption anymore. So I don't want that happening. So these guys we can maintain how many in there? Okay, we can have 6 at a time, so should be all right. Let's add 3 there, 1 there. So everyone should have a job now. We got more builders, so stuff should be not manufactured, but built faster. Because that's what we want. And we may up the amount of boards and stuff that we need. Let me actually go through that. So carpenters, 40 there. Let's maintain 2 bows, 2 quivers. It's fine. Lumber mill, up that to 50. 50. 50. And then our water still at 90, right? Yeah. Oh, it's 100. All right, so we have no workers at the trash plant, so we're going to go ahead and take away one of our builders. Put it there. Yes, it'll be understaffed for a bit. All right, and what this person will do is they'll start taking all the trash over. Look, see, the dogs are already doing it. Then they'll store all the trash in here. We can see that we can have 128 of every kind of trash that we have. So crystally trash, rocky trash, woody, trashy, like cubes, suspicious trash. I have not made suspicious trash yet, so I do not know about it. All right, so hopefully I got all the cluckers out of here. We don't have to go on there. And I wasn't fast enough. We have popped a few people, which is nice. Okay, can we reclaim these yet? Not yet. That's okay. What are you doing here? It's daytime. Looks like we have quite a few people. What's up? So I'm going to upgrade this again. We're going to need 8 boards. We're getting into refined materials, but I really want to get these 2 bow towers in here. And I also want to expand a little bit further here. Did one of our people die? No, they didn't. There. Here's our mini map with tab. But I think we are doing very well. Wow, we've chopped quite a bit of trees, which is, what we've been wanting to do. farm should start manufacturing, or producing rather, not manufacturing, should start producing some raw veggies here soon. I think that's fine anyway because we have plenty of meat. Our farms or our animal pens are producing lots of animals to butcher. We now have cluckers. We have a couple wild cluckers down here. All in all, looking okay, looking okay. Let's go into defenses. Let's go into golems. We have enough to start manufacturing. Let's create a combobulator up here. This will allow for golems. I know we got lots of stuff we're working on. It's always the problem. We're always working on lots of stuff. We can see our trash is starting to fill up, which is, you know, what we expected. And I'm going to go ahead and do what I normally do. Grab some wood. Throw this down in here. Then we will replenish our influence or mana in just a moment. So one thing I know we didn't lose anybody. There's a just like if somebody joins, when somebody dies, there's a big message that appears on the screen. That's how I know we didn't lose anybody. But I think that piece of armor that somebody has already picked up dropped from an enemy, which was pretty neat. Let's go ahead and suck up all the mana. So you can use this with the mana following your hand around. If you kind of go away, you see all the mana just going in a direction. If you have your hey, Dawn, the doggo, has joined our village. So the essence collector there, if you don't have a ton of mana in there yet, or a ton of influence or essence in there yet, what you can do is you can do the old circle trick and then kind of point it in the direction and I'll fly towards that collector. Look at all the mating happening. Beautiful. You can see that essence there going away. So we now have a 920 influence, which is awesome. That means that we can have 3 labor golems out if we needed. We can have a labor golem and a holy golem, or we can do my favorite spell for 700, which is motivate land, which causes things to grow. I take that back. That's not my favorite spell. Harvest is my favorite spell. So anything in this area will start getting harvested, and I'll show you here. Let's see, Stella. Let's do it up here so we can see all these. Wait, what do we need? Okay, on wood. Okay, on stone. You want to try to get as much stuff as you can in the area. So like, I'll try to work this out. So we put this down here and it's going to harvest everything in this circle. Well, not everything, but it'll harvest a good bit out of this circle here. Start just throwing it down. So you can see how it's taking everything out of the mine or the mountain here and just putting a bunch of rocks down wherever it can. It does take a good bit to use, and there is a cooldown on it of 35 seconds, but it's a lot of stone that we just hauled out of the mountain there. All these people are going to be like, oh yeah, look at that stone. We need that. Okay. So we can see they just grabbed something out of there. So here in the processor, we can take our trash and process the trash out into something positive. you know, you would take the, say, the rocky trash and have a chance to get rocks or stones out of it. Let's see how the essence here just kind of floating around. Nice. We've already got all the wood out of here, or to here rather. So you'll see people start coming down here and grabbing things that they need. The other thing is you're going to start seeing our village get cleaned up as we take the trash we've accumulated, put it in the landfill, and then our trasher here is going to start making things like he just made that piece of wood. Energy, makeshift golem combobulators. Yeah, we use energy. Sure, it's true, we do. So we just had this manufactured here. So when we get to, I think it's 100 energy, you can see all the energy going in there. So I'll let you watch it. So as we get our energy stored in here, every 100 energy that we build up is going to create a golem. And the golems will defend for us. So along with all of our other stuff that we're working on, we will be we'll have our defenses there. So I'm going to continue upgrading this because I want to continue expanding our sphere of influence. I'm also going to, let's see, we have standard. I want to make this one a high occupancy. And then this one here will be standard. So I want to make sure that I do have enough housing for anybody. So right now we're capped out at 22. So we definitely need more housing. We can see how quickly we're now building stuff as well. So you can see our mana in here we're generating from the crystals. And we're dropping crystals in here for mana generation as well. We have 6 of 6, so we will make a golem here shortly, which means that we will definitely have it before nightfall, which is awesome. We are about at time though, so I am going to call it here. So let me go ahead and save and exit. We'll take a look and see what our god powers have gotten to. See, we are about 3/4 of the way to the cutoff here. We got 995 here, which is pretty good. So I guess this is about 1200 then. We're almost done with survive 7 days. So we are doing fairly well, guys. We're doing fairly well. I appreciate you all being here. Thank you very much. And I will see you guys next time.